I'm not playing around. I'm not playing around. I'm just gonna go straight for a focus. This time my opponent didn't even throw a rock slide before I get there. So I'm kind of expecting a shoot right here. But again, I'm just not playing around. And he no shoots. Look at my Mewtwo full health. And we get a quit. That's why you just go straight for it. What's up everyone, Today showcasing Krookodile and Open Masters. Krookodile is a really interesting Pokemon. Stats are quite bad compared to a lot of the meta. You know, it's only 3k CP, so it really doesn't compare to a lot of the 4k CP legendaries. But what I really like about this is its typing. It's ground dark typing with a Snarl as fast move and Earthquake and Crunch as charge moves, which allows it to completely wall like Giratina, because all ghost moves are not very effective, and the dragon moves aren't that strong. It can also wall a Mewtwo if you can shield the Focus Blast. And then with the ground moves, it can also take out Dialga and Melmetal, though those matchups are kind of iffy because the superpower from Melmetal does a lot, and the Dragon Breath from Dialga, as we know, is just so oppressive. But it can deal with them, which is quite nice. Makes Krookodile a really good core breaker. I did struggle to make it work though. I tried a bunch of different teams. I ended up going negative in my first 7 sets actually. Mostly 1-4s. Luckily no 0-5s though. But yeah, I struggled to make it work until I ended up with this team. And this team is so solid. I actually went on a 10-0 streak with this team. And some of those battles will be in this video, but I've also included some of my losses just randomly spread throughout. So yeah, enjoy. Look at this side strike, by the way. It has nothing. Yeah, Krookodile being one of the, like, there aren't many dark types in this meta, which allows Mewtwo to run wild. So having Krookodile on your team to just completely eat up those side strikes is quite nice. Just farm down this Mewtwo and go for the crunches on this Dragonite. As you can see, yeah, Krookodile's attack in this meta is not the highest, because 2 crunches don't even take out Dragonite, which is quite unfortunate, and the Snarls of course don't do any damage. Luckily I have a Side Strike stored up on Mewtwo to take out the Dragonite, and that is a good game. Yeah, I think the Mewtwo Krookodile core is really solid because Mewtwo's hardest counter is of course Giratina, and Krookodile covers that for Mewtwo. And then of course you have the Dialga there to also cover for Giratina, and it's just a staple. You know, our Togekiss lead. This is alright. Mewtwo can win that. It can't really win it in a 2-shoot, but it's a very close matchup, which is all I need. Oh man, get off Focus Blast. Opponent doesn't shoot. I think a lot of Mewtwo's are currently running Shadow Ball, so people don't expect the Focus Blast anymore, which allowed me to get off a lot of Focus Blast. Alright, in comes the Giratina. I know his switch timer is not up yet. It's not up for a while because he swapped, and then I threw the Focus Blast and Dialga was dead. So there's at least still 30 seconds on his before he can swap. So I decided to swap in my hardest counter, my Krookodile, to just get off these crunches. As you can see, his charge move didn't do anything. He's gonna have to shield my moves because they will do a ton. To be honest, I should have farmed up here a little bit more, because now the Togekiss is just gonna come in and farm me down. If I would have farmed up one more Snarl before throwing the previous crunch, I would have been able to crunch his Togekiss. But that's all good. I still got Dialga, I still got Mewtwo. I'm gonna come in with my Dialga because my Mewtwo is just too low. And I'm gonna take this move because even if it's a flamethrower, it will do less than what's the move called? Then Shadow Ball from Giratina. In comes the Giratina. I gotta shoot anything now. Even Ominous Wind will do quite a bit, and he does go for the Ominous Winds, and he gets the boost, which is just so bad. I just hope he can't get to 3 Ominous Winds right now. I'm gonna have to go for the Draco now as well. Previously I would have been able to go for the Iron Head, but because he's boosted, Iron Head would definitely not KO, and the Dragon Breaths really aren't doing that much either right now. So gotta go for Draco. Does kill. That is a great game art. Excadrill lead, very interesting. Excadrill, as we all know, got a buff recently. Got much shot added to his move pool, which really helps in this meta. It now gets to the moves way quicker. In comes the Mewtwo. Because he swapped in the Mewtwo into my Mewtwo, I'm kind of expecting it to be Shadow Ball. So I'm no-shooting this move, banking on that fact. And it's Flamethrower Mewtwo, which is quite interesting. I guess that really helps against the Melmetals, and also neutral damage against the opposing Mewtwo's. So that's some cool spice, and still hits for neutral damage against Dialga, which is nice. I'm gonna shoot this move now, but in hindsight, I could have taken that side strike, but I guess I just wanted to no, it would put me deep into the red, so I guess it's safer to no shoot or to shoot that. I'm just gonna go for the crunch, takes out the Mewtwo. Very nice. In comes the extra drill. I'm hoping to get to the earthquake, but probably could have just crunched. That's alright though. He throws his move. He's now energy dry, but I still have Dialga in the back, which is kind of tough. I'm just gonna go straight for the focus blast right here. I'm expecting him to think I'll bait, because you know Side Strike will still do a bunch, but wouldn't kill. So I'm just gonna go straight for the focus blast. Kill the extra drill. Goes through. Yeah, so many. This video is gonna be full of unshielded focus blast. By the way, just giving you a warning. No one's shooting the focus blast anymore, which is quite insane for Mewtwo, I guess. Anyway, Giratina in the back. I know you always no-shoot the first move from Giratina, because the only way I'd lose this is he baits with an Ominous Wind, gets the boost, and then Shadow Balls. That's the only way he wins. If I no-shoot a Shadow Ball right there, I'm fine. If I no-shoot a Ominous Wind right there, I'm even better. If I no-shoot an Ominous Wind and he boosts it, I'm still fine. So always no-shoot the first move from Giratina after Dialga. Anyway, Dialga lead. It's kind of tough. I gotta stay in here. Though I think if I get a shoot right here, I might consider swapping out. But again, most Dialgas have been no-shooting the first move, because a lot of people are either don't have Focus Blast or they bait a lot. So I decide not gonna bait, just not gonna bait at all. I'm just gonna go straight for it and we'll be good. All right, I should have fired my Side Strike right there, to be honest. Now I die without getting to throw it off, but I still got Krookodile on the back, which I can use to take out this Mewtwo. This is not a Focus Blast, because he didn't build up to it. So I know I can just take it. In comes the Ho-Oh. I bring in my Dialga. This is not a great situation to be in, because Ho-Oh beats Dialga in the one shoot. It's just straight Earthquake, and he still has 2 shoot. I have 1. What I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna throw my Iron Head in the middle of his Incinerate. That's important. He currently has an Earthquake, but if you throw in the middle of an Incinerate and he tries to tap the Earthquake immediately, he's gonna over-tap. It's called a forced over-tap. You might have had it happen to you as well, where someone will throw a charge move, like in the middle of your fast move that will give you the energy required to get your charge move, and you spam that charge move and you over-tap. Well, that's what happened to my opponent right there. I forced him to throw another Incinerate, basically, and that allowed me to take another shield. Anyway, did end up taking out my Dialga because it was a CMP tie. In comes my Krookodile. I maybe should have just farmed down, but I know he still needs 1 more Incinerate for a move. So as long as I'm 1 Snarl away from a Crunch, I'll get there before he gets to the Brave Bird, right? So 1 Crunch, 1 Snarl, Crunch, and the Ho-Oh is down. That's I think a win because of the forced overtap right there. That's a good game. All right, Melmetal lead again. People aren't shielding these Focus Blasts, so I'm just gonna go straight for it. And I'm just no-shooting this. You know, it's just a Rock Slide, which won't do that much damage. It's only like the second one that will really put me in a dangerous position. Again, just gonna go straight for the Focus Blast, not playing around. Like no-shooting a Side Strike is quite devastating for me, so just throwing it out there. I'm gonna go for the Side Strike right here. Would I have reached the Focus Blast? I might have been able to reach the Focus Blast, but anyway, I just want this chip. It's important. I just want this chip. After that Side Strike, I can shoot once, farm down. It will be good. Yeah, shoot this Iron Head. Farm him down. In comes Dragonite, which is kind of tough. Though I will be able to get 2 shoots from this Dragonite and get him down real low. I'll have to burn a shield myself right here, which is kind of tough because Krookodile without shields is kind of yeah, not that great. And he's gonna be able to farm a lot of energy here. Like a Dragon Claw on Krookodile does like 30-40%. And with some Dragon Breaths, he'll be able to take me out. I just need 2 crunches here though. I just need 2 crunches here. I'm hoping he doesn't Outrage or Draco or whatever here. He does go for the Dragon Claw, which is really good for me. I'm just gonna go for the crunch right away, because I know he's close to another Dragon Claw. In comes the Dialga. I wish I could just snarl down. That's a great game. Alright, Mewtwo into the Dialga once again. I'm not playing around. I'm pretty sure. I'm just gonna go straight for the Focus Blast right here. Let's see if this time my opponent decides to shoot. think I had one game in which my opponent shielded, or a couple games, and I just go for another one. But let's see, is that this game? Go for another Focus Blast. Another no shoot. It's insane. It's insane. Yeah, I think most Mewtwo's I saw did have Shadow Ball. So that's why I swap in here as well, because I'm expecting it to be a Shadow Ball Side Strike Mewtwo again, and he does go for a Side Strike, so I'm thinking it is again a Shadow Ball Mewtwo, because that's what I've seen most, and I think that's why people are no shooting as well. In comes another Side Strike. Yeah, I don't really want to waste a shield right there. Just to get off my Iron Head, because 2 shields down, Krookodile, not a great plan. I'm just gonna bring it in right here though. Farm up, farm up. Again, I'm thinking he doesn't have Focus Blast, but I still kind of want to get this Mewtwo out of here. So I'm gonna crunch. I think I have a Side Strike ready on Mewtwo, which I'm gonna throw right now. I have so much energy on Mewtwo. So I'm just gonna throw it right here. Burn another shield. Can I get to another Side Strike? I cannot, but I'm thinking I can sweep with Krookodile. He shielded the crunch from his on his Mewtwo, so I'm thinking it's kind of weak to Krookodile on the back, but it's a Groudon, which is not necessarily weak to Krook. Just gonna shield this. I'm expecting him to throw an Earthquake right away, which is a really good shoot for me, and now I should overfarm a little bit. But again, I'm thinking he doesn't have Focus Blast, and if he doesn't have Focus Blast, I really don't need to overfarm that much, because I can easily take a Shadow Ball. But I could have farmed up one more Snarl right here before I got to the Earthquake, and as you can see, that might matter. He gets to a charge move right before I do. Was I right? Is it Shadow Ball? No, I wasn't. I should have overfarmed by one more Snarl and I would have had this game. But I really thought it was freaking Shadow Ball again. But anyway, that was great. Well played by my opponent, hiding the Focus Blast for that long. It's really good. Alright, Tokus lead, and my opponent swaps to Giratina, which is massive. This is where I want Krookodile, though. This is the worst variant of... This is the least good variant of Giratina for Krookodile to face, because the Dragon Claws do add up. But Krookodile still wins this matchup. 2 crunches take out the Giratina, so I should still come out of this matchup and retain switch advantage. But of course, the Flying Snake Giratina is way easier to deal with, because all the moves are resisted. Alright, as you can see, 2 crunch take it out. And now Tokus comes back into farm me down. Of course, I gotta bring in Mewtwo. I can't bring in Dialga first to shoot Tokus, because I would just get charmed down. And Mewtwo is a quite even matchup versus Tokus. I'm gonna throw my moves. Time to throw. You always, when you play Mewtwo versus Tokus, always throw your moves like at the end of a charm to deny as many free turns as possible. My opponent throws a move right here. I'm just hoping it isn't an Ancient Power with boost, but luckily it's just an Aerial Ace. And he brings in the Snorlax. I store up my Side Strike and I bring in my Dialga. In hindsight, I could have just thrown the Side Strike and then farmed down this Snorlax, but I'm thinking with 1 shield advantage, my Dialga can also just take out this Snorlax. And then Mewtwo can take care of the Tokus. Since he threw Earthquake immediately, I know I can just farm up a bunch and then throw the Iron Head. And now I almost have an Iron Head stored for the Tokus as well. Farm down. This can't be an Earthquake. You know, if he Body Slam baited, I would have been in a tough spot, to be honest. But since the Earthquake, this was pretty easy. I just throw the Iron Head right here. And that should be game over. Yeah, GG. Tokus, not the easiest mon to deal with this team, but if you see it in the lead, where honestly it usually is, then you're in a pretty good spot. And even if it's in the back, you bring out Dialga, and Tokus has a double shield, and then Krookodile with 1 shield up, Mewtwo with 1 shield up is in a good spot. Alright, he brought in Mewtwo save swap, and with Shadow Ball. This is beautiful for Krookodile, because I can just throw 1 crunch, farm him all the way down, and have a bunch of energy for the next Pokemon. I can take this, even if it's a Shadow Ball, I can take it. Krookodile isn't that tanky, but it's a not very effective move from Mewtwo though, so it does a lot, but I can take it. Krookodile, absolute beast. I go for the Earthquake right there on the Groudon, which will hit for quite a, well, kind of disappointing damage, to be honest, but it's good chip. It's good chip on Groudon. I can bring in my Mewtwo right here, just throw a Side Strike. I want to get this Groudon out of here, because Dialga doesn't wanna see it either. I'm gonna shield this move right here. If it's an Earthquake, it will do a bunch of damage to Mewtwo. But it's just a Fire Punch, which means I can't really overfarm right there. I'm just gonna throw immediately. Brings in a Melmetal. That's rough. And he caught my Side Strike. That's a really good catch by my opponent. Really, really, really good catch. But I gotta say now, I mean, I have Dialga, which is pretty bad versus Melmetal, and also the Groudon actually, but the Groudon really doesn't have that much energy. Well, it does have, well, it actually does have a lot of energy. It has a Fire Punch stored, that's for sure. So I know that one, I gotta save a shield because I don't want to get Earthquake by the Groudon on my Dialga, and two, this is a rough spot. I don't know what the second one is, to be honest. I forgot already, but I can't shoot my Mewtwo right there. I'm just gonna farm down with Dialga. That's my play. Farm down with Dialga. I can take a Superpower, but I can't take an Earthquake, so I gotta shield this up as well. Oh no, I gotta no shield this as well, so I can shield the Earthquake potentially. But at this point, I'm almost in Fire Punch range, which is quite tough. And Melmetal also has some energy. So I gotta farm this down. Oh, he gets to the Fire Punch. Yeah, I had to farm it down because I would not have been able to farm down the Melmetal before he gets to move. But I farm it down. I have a Draco ready, and that's a game over. Yeah, that was the only way to win. Farming down at Groudon. I was very lucky to survive at 1 HP and get off the 1 HP Draco and a Melmetal. That's a great game. All right, again, Dialga lead. I'm just gonna blast. I'm just gonna keep blasting. Whoa, that's a 41-15 Dialga. That's level. Wait, Hundo. Oh, I'm gonna go Side Strike right there. I think this was one of my earlier games, and they probably, yeah, no shooter. This is after when I decided that baiting wasn't worth it because people aren't shooting. Anyway, this Dialga 14-15 CP. Isn't that a level 41.5? I think there's like a bug where you can even in Masters Classic where you can power up your Pokemon once to level 40.5 and even do the best buddy bonus. Yeah, I think a Hundo level 40 is 40-90, right? Not 41-15. I don't know anymore, to be honest. But I think that was a level 41.5. Interesting. Also, alright. Melmetal comes into my Dialga. And this Super will do a bunch, but no shooting. I'm just gonna throw the Draco right away. Even if he double up on moves, I win the CMP tie. And this Draco will do a lot. Yeah, he did double up on moves and try to throw it immediately. So I'm just gonna let my Dialga go down at this point. It's not worth it. I can farm it down with either one of my Pokemon. Probably Mewtwo. Oh no, Mewtwo's very low. Never mind. Krookodile. Because, oh, and I catch, I catch the Superpower on my Mewtwo. Because even though it's double debuffed, I don't really want to take it on Krook. It will still do a bunch. I farm it down with the Krook. Can I go for the sweep with the Krook? Well, I don't know. As we saw earlier, 2 crunches don't KO Dragonite. And he makes a good swap, though, to be honest. Even if I anticipated that swap, I would have still thrown a crunch. Just because Dragon Breath from Dialga do more than Dragon Breath from Dragonite. So I'd rather get rid of the Dialga as soon as possible. Because, like, I'm already almost in Dragon Claw range. And the Dialga's Dragon Breath would for sure take me into Dragon Claw range. This is so disappointing. I wish Krookodile would be able to take out Dragonite with 2 crunches, but it can't because its stats are just not that good. And he takes me out with a Drago, so which for way overkill, but a good game for sure. All right, Melmetal versus Mewtwo again. Not playing around. I'm just gonna go for the Focus Blast right away. Throws the Rock Slide. Which again, I'm just gonna no shield. Just gonna go for the Focus Blast. Will we see another no shield from my opponent? Yeah, another no shield. in comes the D-Knight, which of course just gonna Side Strike. It will do a lot. I'm not swapping out because it's not worth it. I got Krook, which it doesn't do that great versus D-Knight. In comes the Dialga. I'm gonna bring my own Dialga since he still has 2 shields. Krook doesn't have a good matchup versus 2-shield Dialga. It loses because the Dragon Breaths are just so oppressive, and he doesn't get to the charge move quickly enough to outpace the Dragon Breath damage. But in 1-shoot scenario does win. But so now I just bring in now I let my Dialga go and farm down the Dialga with Krook, and then I can unleash charge moves on Dragonite. He shouldn't be close to a move because he's energy dry. He just threw his move into my D-Knight. I have enough energy now to outpace this Dragonite 2 moves, because he just threw the Dragon Claw. He needs to get to another one. Yeah, I have double crunch. Just have to fire them both off before he gets to a Dragon Claw, and I should be good. That's one crunch. In comes the second crunch, and that should KO the Dragonite. Yeah, GG. All right, Mewtwo versus Melmetal again. I'm like I said, I'm not playing around. I'm just gonna go straight for a focus. This time my opponent didn't even throw a Rock Slide before I get there, so I'm kind of expecting a shoot right here. But again, I'm just not playing around. And he no shoots. Look at my Mewtwo full health, and we get a quit. That's why you just go straight for it. You know, they don't expect it. They really don't expect it, and yeah, it puts you in a really good spot. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Krookodile, pretty good though, to be honest. As you can see, it's a very squishy Pokemon. It's not one I would really recommend, but if you want to have some fun, it's definitely a really fun core breaker, so keep that in mind. Anyway, see you guys in the next video.